When did we start? When did we start designing?
It'll be well, we started designing probably October of 2013. We sat down at the very beginning of the project. You know, I went through my must-haves and what I wanted the house to look like, but I really gave Jimmy kind of a creative freedom to really come up with how the house was designed architecturally from the outside as well as the inside, and then we just kind of tweaked it from there.
She made some suggestions, let's tweak this, let's do that, and then when I put it in a 3D rendering, she's like, oh yes, that's it. Because you can't interpret the 2D verbally to somebody unless you put it in the 3D, and so once she saw that, she's like, boom, yeah, that's it, we're gonna do that. It's my interpretation of a modern 2-story gabled house in Old Northeast. We both were on board. We wanted very clean, white on the outside, monochromatic with the anodized aluminum windows.
One specific thing about this home is I didn't want anything curved. I didn't want anything arced. I didn't want anything in a circular way. I wanted everything to be clean, straight, with corners, and that was one of the things that I was very adamant about. Immediately when you come into the house, it's very open, and you'll see the staircase, you know, to go up to the second floor, but everything just flows right into the kitchen and into the main living space.
To me, the most impressive thing about it and the way I designed it is the volume of space. The first floor are 12-foot high ceilings, and the second floor are 10-foot high ceilings.
One of the things about this home that I wanted to do was incorporate a lot of different raw materials. I love kind of the distressed floors, but I love the sleekness of the white lacquer in my kitchen.
So you have these wood floors that are kind of old world with the clean lines, and that really worked. And then I'm thinking, okay, the white lacquer, this wall is not going to work, but I love it. I mean, I was completely wrong about it, and I was completely wrong about the cabinet, and it turned out great. I love the white lacquer cabinets.
As you walk into the great room, you just have an open space that has also some light coming in on the back wall on either side of the fireplace. I wanted it to be functional for the way that me and my children live. I wanted to have something that would kind of grow with them and be able to accommodate us as, you know, they get bigger. I think that's one of the things that was important to me, is to be able to create a home that's functional for the way I live with my children. The floors are European oak, and it was actually one of the first things that I chose for the house. I just love the kind of texture of it. Like I said, I have 2 small boys, so I needed some kind of wear and tear, but I also wanted it to be very kind of unique. And you'll see these little bow ties in the planks here, which that was one of the things that I really liked about the wood.
The kids play an important role in Susie's life. It's the 3 of them. I knew her prior to, you know, building the house, and the 2 boys, and I know they're a little rowdy, and so you know, the idea of having their own staircase going up and then the common play area, that was something that was important.
Lately they've been into Nerf wars. So
I saw the little things on there.
Yeah, so they'll,
That's a great ambush place.
We did struggle with kind of the space in that because it was kind of tight, so I think we kind of put in there everything that we could but still made it work.
It was just important to have a play area for them and a common area for them in between the 2 bedrooms.
I think the racing theme was important for me to tie into this home just because of my late husband, Dan Weldon. You know, that's my way of incorporating him into this project. When we spoke about the idea of a Jack and Jill, it just made sense. You know, I wanted them to grow up like, you know, brothers, close, and being in sharing, you know, and they're close in age, they're only 2 years apart. So I really wanted to kind of create that sense of, you know, brotherhood. And also, I think it works because it's big enough that makes it feel like they actually do have their own bathroom, because they have separate vanities separated by the shower. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. My specific request, I think, for the whole master suite, that I just want it to be very serene and very peaceful. You know, as I've mentioned throughout this piece, I have 2 very high energy, very charismatic, rambunctious boys. So I wanted a place where I could
retreat.
I did. I wanted a retreat, almost spa-like, that I could kind of just, you know, close my door and almost like escape to another world. I've always loved brick. So we ordered some brick, some kind of reclaimed brick, and they installed that. And then I had an artist, a local artist actually, that Jimmy found. I think it turned out beautifully and really captured kind of the look that I was going for.
So one of the things with the deck, we came up with that idea and we had to get engineering on it, and it took forever, but I think it's worth it. You haven't put anything on it yet.
I haven't yet, but the concept is obviously it locks in place if you want to have the pool completely exposed, but if I'm entertaining, I can have...
You double your deck space.
Yeah.
And I think you look at it as a vignette off of her balcony, and it looks like to me, like a little Greek village.
I wanted an area for my guests to come. It's nice to kind of have that, quiet time away from your guests.
Separation.
But I wanted them to kind of feel like they were, almost like in a hotel room. But everybody is impressed and really just blown away by some of the little details that kind of are just, I think, what make this home just special.
It's a beautiful house. I'm extremely proud of the way it turned out, and we made a good team.